When I'm watching the House Democrats or certain 2020 candidates or their media chums, I feel like I'm watching characters in a cartoon series instead of representatives of the people. Month after month, they're goofy. They just boldly predict President Trump's political demise. They give Americans the impression that they have him trapped, that he's headed off the edge of the cliff. Well, tonight, we focus on 5 ways that Trump has outsmarted them all. First, their relentless trashing of his economic record.
If we're going to have a recession, it's going to be a smorgasbord recession.
Fears of a global recession. That's right, the R word.
It's not in panic, but it's near panic territory.
He could be seeking re-election during a recession.
The market has nowhere to go but down. Recession is written all over the forehead of this economy.
Now, of course, that was all bunk. The R word that the Democrats are now most worried about, that they have to confront, is record, as in record-breaking stock market again today. And, of course, incredibly low unemployment, also record numbers there. In fact, economist and Bloomberg columnist Michael Strain writes today, this year, the rate of employment for people between the ages of 25 and 54 has finally recovered from the Great Recession. And here's yet another reason to be grateful this Thanksgiving. The economy in 2020 is set to have a better year. What happened to recession? How do any of these people still have jobs? Second, there are reports that Trump's GOP wall of support was somehow cracking, sure to be his undoing.
If the President of the United States asks or presses the leader of a foreign country to carry out an investigation of a political nature, that's troubling. And I feel that.
There's got to be somebody in the Republican Party who will stand up and say that we believe in the rule of law. Once that happens, then the floodgates could open.
There's a chance that there will be 20 Republicans. I'm not predicting it. I wouldn't bet on it, but I think there's a chance.
There's a chance that you're wrong again. Today, Trump enjoys 90% approval among Republicans. By the way, has anyone checked on Bill Weld lately? Third, Democrats in the media also warned that Trump's tariffs against China would prove disastrous.
Is his trade war with China tanking the U.S. economy?
This trade war that is tanking the economy.
Will the escalating trade war tank the U.S. economy? If the trade war were to get worse, then it could tank the whole global economy.
Did they get up in the morning and just pick a few key words that they're going to share all day long? Of course, it's another swing and a miss. Our economy is booming while China's GDP is growing at its slowest pace since the 1990s. And by the way, it's expected to contract further next year. Fourth, Democrats believe Trump's summertime war of words with AOC +3 would yield political pain for both him and his party.
I am not surprised when the president says that 4 sitting members of Congress should, quote, go back to their own country.
He would love nothing more than to divide our country.
This is simply a disruption and a distraction from the callous, chaotic, and corrupt culture of this administration.
This sort of rhetoric has a consequence for him. This could really hurt him in 2020.
Now, I'm not sure who that is, but the reality? Trump's decision to take on the hit girls might have made them momentary victims, but it also meant Nancy Pelosi had to come to their defense.
We just had a meeting to clear the air. In a family, you have your differences, but you're still a family.
Now, this only gave them more prominence, and with the help of the faux whistleblower, we're brought to number 5. The squad's impeachment fantasy became a daily reality.
This was another bombshell today, just like there was a bombshell on Wednesday.
The devastating testimony corroborated evidence of bribery. The president abused power and violated his oath.
Now, when the hearings ended up swinging public opinion against Democrats' impeachment fantasy, the left moved on to their next delusion. A federal judge nominated by Obama is forcing Trump's former White House counsel to turn against the president to go testify. Now, the media was breathless with excitement.
A federal judge just ruling that former White House counsel Don McGahn must cooperate with the impeachment investigation. Now, This is a huge win for Democrats.
This is really significant.
I think this changes the dynamics of impeachment.
Never mind the fact that even if compelled to show up, McGahn could wave off every question as privileged. So once again, Democrats thought they had Trump's number, but in fact, he really had theirs. If the speaker doesn't watch out, her new nickname will be Wile Pelosi. Meep, meep, meep. Did I say Pelosi? Well, I meant Wiley Pelosi. Come on, with the magnets? Perfect. Now, no matter what the Democrats throw at Trump, they just can't take him down. It's driving them crazy. Their predictions about the president's staying power have been spectacular flops. But here are a few predictions from yours truly. The president will get nominated with overwhelming support from his party and independents, while Democrats nominate someone with almost zero ability to connect with Americans outside of major cities. And despite their series of political debacles, they will learn very little and just end up blaming the voters once again. And that's the angle.